Hi everybody, this is Melanie. I just thought I'd drop in and do a recap of last week, which is 31 weeks. Start by telling you guys about my symptoms. But first, I want to say, I'm sorry for the lighting. There is not a whole bunch of place today to do a video where the lighting is a little bit better since the sun is going down now. So, yeah, like I said about my symptoms have been, I've still been dealing with fatigue, being really tired in the middle of the day, and sometimes just feeling like I have to take a nap or I cannot function. Like just like first trimester, like how I felt back then. So I've been dealing with that. Um, I I've been getting up and having to do a lot of appointments and things like that early in the day. So I guess that contributes to the fatigue as well. The out of breath, I've been noticing it in my videos and things like that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound so pregnant. But yeah, I've been dealing with being really out of breath. If I get up and walk around, or if I'm just sitting still and I'm talking, my breathing is way different. I just feel like, I guess my lungs are being crowded by her since she's growing so much. Another symptom is nausea. Now, it's not been bad, but today has been a challenge. Yesterday was okay, but today has been a challenge with the nausea. I don't know what that's about, but it crept up on me today and it's been here. So I have no idea what that's about. It feels like first trimester nausea all over again. Hips. Oh my goodness. It feels like, let me tell you what it feels like. When I stand up, if I move the wrong way, it feels like somebody takes a nail and puts right into my hip bone. And when I move the wrong way, they hammer it. That's what it feels like. It's a sharp, quick pain, but it hurts really bad. And that's in both my hips. At first, it was just in my left one, but now it's in both hips. So I'm dealing with hip pain, lower back pain, and I guess that's just because of my posture changing. She's getting bigger, and I guess I'm having to arch my back out a little bit, or arch my back in because my belly is getting so big. Is like creeping back up. I take Protonic for acid reflux, and it helps out quite a bit. But I've just noticed that the heartburn is starting to creep back up if I eat something and try to relax or lay down or anything like that. I get heartburn. So just a product of her growing. I've been having a little bit of swelling in my hands and feet. My hands are quite annoying. I can deal with my feet. I can put my feet up most places wherever I am. But my hands are so annoying when they swell. I just put my rings back on. I can take them off and put them on fairly easily now. But I almost couldn't get them off one day because of the swelling in my fingers. I've lost more pounds. I don't know. I guess it's not bad. My doctors aren't frowning upon that. I am 3 pounds up from my pre-pregnancy weight, and that's all. I was up 9 pounds. I was up 9 pounds at one point, and I've been trickling back down. So I'm down to 3 pounds up from what I was before I got pregnant. So as chunky as I am, I'm just not hurting anything. Excuse me, I don't need to gain a whole bunch more weight. But baby girl is growing right on point. She's 50th percentile, so nobody's concerned about anything at this point. I started my NSTs last week. Last week? No, I didn't. I lied. I started it Monday, but I had one last week. I went to the women's hospital where I'll be delivering her at because there was one time where I felt like she wasn't moving around quite as much, so I just went and they checked her out for about 15 minutes and she decided to show off as soon as I got to the hospital, so there was no problem with that. So I already see now what kind of little girl she's going to be. She's going to be a show off. She's going to do what she wants when she wants to do it, and yeah, that's it. This week I did start the NST. My first one, I go tomorrow for my second one. and I'll be going twice a week until the first one deliver. I was on the machine for about 40 minutes or so, and at first she was sleeping, and she wouldn't wake up. And I mean, she would move here and there, but she wasn't just rolling all over the place like she normally does. But she was rolling all over the place that whole night before while I was trying to sleep. So that's why she was napping. So what they did, they took this little machine that you can press a button on and it'll buzz, and they put it against my belly. And when they put it against my belly, she just shifted her whole body to the other side of my belly. It was so funny. It was so cute. But she woke up after that, and they were able to see her heart rate rise and fall with her movement and things like that. So that went well. I only had one contraction while I was on the machine. I have been worried quite a bit about what the doctors were going to say as far as bed rest and when they think I was going to deliver, like how much of a risk I was at for delivering her early because of my circumstances. So the doctor I spoke to last week didn't seem very concerned and was just like, well, it'll be what it is. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. They gave me the shots for her lungs. So they're not very concerned at this point. They do want her to stay in there as long as possible. The doctor also said that he didn't think that bed rest would be very beneficial because he didn't think that it would actually stop anything if necessary. So we are, I just was like, okay, well, I went for a little walk. Went for a ride with one of my friends, and we walked around quite a bit, and it was like, I guess where your belt would go around your waist, the back, all the way around the sides and to the front. That's where I had pain, and it was a lot of pressure and things like that. So when I went back to the doctor on Monday and I did the NST, that went fine. I spoke to the doctor after the NST. She did tell me that she would prefer that I be on modified rest, so that, I kind of stay off my feet as much as I can. No strenuous anything. Still pelvic rest. And everything should be fine. She said that she has seen, or she knows of, 50% of women who are at the place that I am, which is, at that time I was 60% of face. 50% make it to term, which is 37 weeks, but 50% don't. I just don't think, I'm going to make it to 37 weeks. I just don't. But she also did say that she's not concerned. She's not very concerned, that she thinks baby girl would do well if she's born somewhere after this point. So she's not very concerned. The information she gave us after that was a little different from what the first doctor gave. She reassured us. I feel so much better talking to her. I'm not as scared. So she did tell me to get my bags together. So I've already packed my bag. I've already packed baby girl's bag. So that's where we are. Now we just wait and go back and forth to the doctor. I've been working on getting some things situated in here in her room, and it's coming along. There are a few things that still need to be moved out. I'm going to sort through a bag of her 0 to 3 month clothes so I can prepare it to do laundry and things like that. So that's haven't checked in since last Thursday, but I don't know how confident I feel. I've had a few zings of pain through my cervix. I've had lots and lots of pressure. I have had some contractions that I've been able to notice here and there. Last night was quite annoying. I couldn't go to sleep at first because it started in my back and it kind of went around the sides. It didn't feel very tight in the front, but it was like waves of that. It would last for maybe about 40 seconds and it would go away, and it did that a few times. And then when I woke up today, I've only noticed a couple, but they weren't like how it was when I was laying down. Now we're patiently waiting for her to make her arrival whenever that's going to be. So that's all, I guess. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to do the videos of what's in mine and Sayuri's bag. So I just might do it. Since I'm on this rest and I can't do much of anything else, I think I may do a vlog with showing what's in our bag. I guess I will talk to you all later, and maybe you'll see another video or so. I know I said that last week, but last week was so busy with so much going on. So definitely a different time. I don't have anything else to do now. So alright then, I guess I'll talk to you ladies later. Bye. Hey, I forgot to add my belly shot at the end. Now I get to see why people forget. I never thought that I would be able to forget doing my belly shot, but I did. So here goes.